honest conversations for.
And that's the thing, I do though. And so the people I want to invite, I want them to know it's a real honest space. Because right now, everybody just sensitive. It's easy to offend people.
See, that's good.
And I'm at the point where I don't care, honestly, because it's my opinion, or either it's factual or it's not, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just want to have honest conversations and don't leave nothing out.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Selah podcast where we pause, reflect, and grow. My name is Tay, and I am blessed enough to be your host. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to the podcast because you don't have to. Thank you for allowing me to pick your brain a little bit. Hopefully, I say something to spark a conversation with you and others and make you think, right? So, thank you. Welcome, current and new listeners. I appreciate the support always. Quick disclaimer, I am back at school. That is such great news because I'm almost done with undergrad. I'm back at school. So if you hear any background noises, music, a car going by, somebody coming up the steps, just ignore it. Okay, I'm back at school. I can't control what everybody else do. So just tune in to what I'm really saying, what I'm really talking about. Lock in real quick. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Anyways, happy February. Happy February. This month is very festive, and we know the two main things we are celebrating. And that's what? We're celebrating love on Valentine's Day and Black History all month long. Come on, love. Come on, melanin. Okay. I hope you guys are going out there and going to different events and just enjoying the month with all its celebrations. You know, I'm not one of them single people who hate to see other people get loved on. And hopefully, you guys aren't either. Love isn't just about couples, but it's about everybody. It's about sharing love on this day. But on the flip side, I hope you guys are not just waiting one day out of 365 to show love. Show some love to the people you claim that you love, okay? And as far as Black history goes, I live for it. We get to show the world we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. We have prevailed and survived through so much. Our community just has survived so much. And we're still surviving. We're still pushing through. The work is not done. We have not felt our best freedom. We're free, but there's still some barriers, set against us. So we're still fighting, but it doesn't mean we cannot celebrate how far we have came. So get out there, y'all, celebrate with your people. Celebrate some love and celebrate your community. And if you're not a part of the community, celebrate us anyway, because we celebrate all your other holidays. Okay, so let's get right into the icebreaker question. If you would like to answer the icebreaker question, please go follow Selah underscore pod on Instagram. That is SELAH underscore POD. And look out for the content, look out for the question, and I could possibly read your response here on the podcast. Don't worry, I won't say your name. It is completely anonymous. I ain't gonna put your business on Front Street. Don't worry about it, okay? But if you want to answer, please go follow and stay in contact, stay connected. I do need to post it more often. I think earlier and for a consecutive amount of days, because some people will ask like, when did you post it? And I'll be like, I've been posted it. So I'll do better, but please Go follow and tap in. So, this episode's icebreaker question is, what's your love language? Right? How do you like to receive love? If you could speak love to anybody, what would that look like? Right? Speak your love, right? So I normally give two responses and I give my own. So the first response is all of them. And you know what? I support it. For those who don't know the five love languages, I believe they are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. And this person said they talk all of them, right? So I really hope that your significant other is giving you all of that. You know what? I'm not gonna put that all on your significant other. I ain't even gonna put no pressure on them like that. Hopefully the people you love, your love circle is giving you all that you desire. Okay, I hope you are experiencing all of the love languages, and I hope you reciprocating that too. Response two, somebody said quality time and affection, and it's like, why not? Why not spend time with the people that you love, right? It's more so, and people could take that as, oh, I just love spending time with you. Yes, but it's a thing of comfortability and safety. Feeling safe in their space, so you love it and you enjoy yourself. You have it a time. Affection, you know, hugs and kisses and back rubs and all that stuff may do it for you, but it does not do it for me. I do not like hugging. I don't care for the affection. But if that works for you, that works for you. And I hope you too are receiving all that you desire. I hope you're getting all the time you need and feeling all the love. My response was words of affirmation. I'm a person who is big on words. I love words and what they stand for, what they mean, what they symbolize. You can come into my room and it's just quotes all over. I've been like that all my life. I've probably been influenced that way by my sister a little bit because she's the same way, and I just took that on because I see how well it helps me. And words of affirmation is really my love language because I pay attention to how I talk to people. I try to talk with love and honesty, right? And I pay attention to how people talk to me, talk about me, right? So I'm really big on words of affirmation. I'm really big on people sending that encouraging message. It may be small to somebody else, but it's huge to me because maybe it may be something that I need to hear. Even if I'm having a good day, there's nothing wrong with just feeling that push for someone you love. So that was our icebreaker question. Don't forget to follow the page so I can see your response next time. Let's get into the vibe of the week. The vibe of the week. Let's get into what I have been listening to. What do I keep turning up to the max in my car? What's on replay? I have been working out this past week again. I'm back at it. And I've been listening to Young Boy Purge Me. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to say NBA Young Boy, but at this point, I'm just it's just Young Boy. And his song is called Purge Me. And this song is always a vibe. Don't y'all love songs that connect to a memory? I have lots of songs where I'd be like, you know what, this makes me think of, or this song was playing when this happened. In this case, this song makes me think of one person, okay? Because Young Boy was singing on this song like rent was due. And I have a brother, Julius, who sings the same. Excuse me. He sings it the same way. He sings it so hard you would have thought somebody took his puppy. Okay, I swear, Julius was in that studio excuse me, when he made this song. So the song is always a vibe and it is more on the trap side of things. So if it's not your cup of tea, just try to give it a try. It do got a couple, cuss words in there, but that's what the clean version is for. Go ahead, click on that clean version and have yourself a time. You can't go wrong with one of his songs. I mainly listen to him when I'm working out, though. I will say, I mainly listen to him when I'm working out because he'll get me hype enough. He'll push me to finish that last set. he push you, get them calories off and get that sweat going, right? So maybe try listening to it while you moving, because it's not for everybody, okay? But you just can't go wrong with none of his songs. Me personally, I believe that, and I know my brother Julius believes that too, okay? Let's get into what the episode is about, right? Let's get into the topic, right? Let's really talk about it. Let's talk about some things. So this month's focus is love. Love, love, love. What Music Soul Child say? Love. So many things I gotta tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause it's a possibility that you'll look at me differently. Mic drop. Okay? If you don't listen to that song, you don't know music for real. Okay? You don't know R&B music for real, for real. That's Love by Music Soul Child, right? Love is a very important component in this thing we call life, in this thing we do, life, right? It's important for love to be a part of our many, many relationships, family, friends, romantic. Even the ones with ourselves. Self love is very important, and I will be digging into that deeper at a later time. But self love is, in fact, important. But I want you to go to your notes on your phone. If you got an Apple iPhone, go to that white, yellowish app. If you got an Android, I'm not sure what it looks like, but I know you have a notepad, no shade. Or get you a pen, pencil, a little marker, get you a sticky note piece of paper, get something to write with and something to write on. And I want you to write down these two questions, okay? Because these are two questions I really want to address. Here they are. 1, how important is love to you? Okay, I was giving y'all a moment to go back and rewind just in case you missed it. 2, how do you want to experience love? Okay, hopefully you rewinded it just in case you missed it. Okay, 1 again, how important is love to you? And 2, how do you want to experience love? I'm asking because I feel like, well, I don't want to say feel, but I've noticed that the word love has just been thrown around so loosely. I see people abusing it all the time. I see people using it as an excuse for their actions, right? Like, when you a kid and your parent or the sibling, whoever, pop you real quick, and then they hit you with, this same explanation for everything an hour later. I did it because I love you. And it's like, did you? Did you really have to pop me because you love me? Despite me being wrong, I don't think that was love. I think it was just discipline. Now, I believe you giving me discipline because you love me. I'll take that. But it's no way you just pop me in my mouth because you love me, right? People using love as an excuse for their actions. And I really want to get into what love really means, right? What does love mean? Now, depending on the person, it has a plethora of definitions. Depending on who you ask, it could mean something different. But I took it upon myself to look it up, right? Define what love means. And it means to have an intense feeling of deep affection, that deep connection, that rooted love, right? And I agree with the actual definition. But me personally, I see it two different ways. I see love as a beautiful and challenging process. It's beautiful because it's the process in which people grow to love one another, right? Meaning they take time to learn each other just as people, appreciate one another, support each other, with flaws and all. Flaws and all. I believe love to be a true test of time. I do believe love is needed in a relationship, but it's not the only thing needed in relationships. But I do know that it is a test of time because love is strong. Okay, it's strong and it can withstand anything, but you also gotta bear other tools for things to work, right? I also said it was challenging, right? I believe it's challenging because love will test you, right? It'll test your mental and it'll test every emotion that you possess, okay? It will test your ability to trust, your ability to be vulnerable, and just your willingness to take initiative, right? Effort. But one of my biggest definitions, or something that I say all the time, is that I correlate love to respect, right? Because I believe if you love me, then you won't disrespect me. Yes, sometimes people teeter-totter on the line of disrespect in arguments, but that's how you come back from it, right? But even then, when we're at odds, once again, here goes my words of affirmation, just knowing how to speak to somebody. I'm careful, and I'm not saying that I've always done that, the right way, because I have not. I'm at fault of that. But it's all in how you come back from that. And it's all in how you speak to people, even when you feel disrespected, right? I believe disrespect is the root of all betrayal and violation. You know how people just say it's the principle, right? And a lot of times, a lot of things happen because somebody just felt disrespected. So I am one of the people who feel like if you love me, you won't disrespect me. Because I'm the same way. I can respect you, but I love you enough not to just violate you, right? And just to keep violating you. Because the thing about an apology, if you apologize for something, I'm going to expect you not to do it again, right? So I'm saying all this because I really want you to think about how important is love to you and how you want to experience love, right? And I really want you to think about these two questions, right? And I want you to try to answer it because the main question is just to work up to the main question, right? And I'm just going to forewarn everybody now. I got a lot of questions in this episode because I really want you to think. And I really want you to take the time to pause, reflect, and grow from the topic and everything that I'm about to discuss. The main question is love important enough for you to grow? Is love important enough for you to grow? Because your growth in love takes self-reflection. It takes real self-reflection, because we love based off how we have experienced love. Excuse me, and you can only question just that alone. Has it always been genuine? Has it been true? Has it been honest? If you repeat what you have been taught, right, and you go by that. I know for me personally, I want to experience love from a place of honesty and healing. I want to experience love through kindness and consideration. I want to experience love through support and protection, right? These are my wants, but they're also my necessities. If you can't give me anything that I just named, I do not want it. Stay where you at, and you be blessed, and you go with God. You go do what makes you happy. Because if you cannot provide that for me, then I just don't want it, right? Just don't want it. And I'm not trying to sound controlling. I don't want to be perceived as controlling, but I just have a standard. And I know my value and I know what I deserve. I know what kind of love I want to feel, I want to experience, because I know what it is not to have that. I know what it is to have and receive love from somebody who love within limitations. I know what it feels like to receive love through manipulation. I've seen the short side of it. So now I am demanding, I am expecting honesty and healing, love from there, kindness and consideration, love from there, support and protection, love from there. And this goes for anybody in my life, family, friends, possible significant other, right? It goes for anybody. But I do want to make one thing clear. I have done the work. I have learned to self reflect and think about those times my love reach wasn't the best, right? It goes back to people saying, hurt people hurt people. And though that may not have been my intention, I still have hurt someone because I was hurt. Or I repeated a behavior that I saw because I thought it was right. I thought that's how you're supposed to love people. And that's not the case, right? I have acted out of hurt before. I have acted out of disrespect before. But I have also gone to counseling and talked through my past experiences. So I encourage you, go ahead a conversation with a counselor. I know counseling is scary, but counseling is not supposed to be a forever thing. It's supposed to be for you to get the help you need and move on, right? Grow up and take those tools and live. If you don't want to do counseling, journal, right? Really face your love reach. Face how you have treated people based off what you experienced, right? Did some people get a not even get experience the short side of you because you gave too much of yourself to somebody else? Maybe you need to talk this through with a friend or talk it through with somebody who is at a place of healing, who has showed themselves to do the work and to move on, right? You have to do the work. I have made plans and I put actions behind them plans to love despite my past. And I have been hurt, y'all. I have been hurt from family. I have been hurt from friends. I have been hurt from people in the church. I have been hurt. I have experienced it. But I am not letting hurt control my future. I told myself a couple years ago that I will not grow up bitter and angry at the world and at people because they didn't do what I thought they should have done for me, or their love just wasn't genuine, wasn't honest, right? Or things simply just didn't go my way. I made that declaration early. I'm not going to grow up like that because I've seen what that looks like when you do. It does not work in your favor. No matter how much you suppress it, it does not work in your favor. At some point, you're going to get to an age where things are uncontainable and it's going to spew out on the different people around you, closest and farthest, excuse me. So do the work, y'all. Do the work. I chose to love from a free place. I had to learn to let things go, right? It's easier said than done. But once you do it, trust me, you will see life differently. You will see things differently. You will understand other people's perspective. You will understand the reasoning behind your pain, behind your hurt. Because sometimes people just used to being hurt. They haven't dealt with the original root of it. They just live in it. I promise you, you will see the world differently. And if you experience hurt again, or even betrayal, you will know how to get through it because you've done it before. You will know the exact steps to take because you have done it before. And you're capable of doing it. Let me be the first one to tell you, you are capable of experiencing healing. You are capable of healing yourself. One thing I say to anybody who asks me about counseling is it gives you closure that you will never receive from people you want it from. That apology you waiting for, you might as well hang that up, sis. Hang that up, bruh, because it ain't coming. It ain't coming. So just go on and get your own closure because you keep dwelling on hurt and what you have experienced is hindering you from moving on. You're being your biggest obstacle. You can't receive and experience true love, true honesty within love, kindness, consideration, all those things because you stuck on your hurt. You stuck on what you have experienced, right? And this also goes into forgiveness. And I'm not going to go too deep into forgiveness, but forgiveness is very important, right? Forgiveness is very important. Forgiveness is the cheat code to love. It is, right? Because, yeah, you may not come in contact with people that have hurt you again, but what about the people who are supposed to be in your life? What about the people you once said, I believe God put in your life? You once said that excuse me, I didn't say that right, slow down. That you believe God put in your life. What about those people? And they've hurt you. Or people you miss. Let's be real. Let's be humble. Let's take the pride out of it. You miss them. But you don't know how to forgive them. Go do the work. So that you can know what it is to love from a healed place. I know it's easier said than done. It's easier for me to just say that. But y'all had to really do the work. I had to love myself enough to do the work so that I could live in the love that I deserve. It was a long road, and it's still a process to this day. And I'm speaking from a healed place, but it's still a challenge to this day because you have to face people at different times that may have hurt you or even hurt the people that you love. In those moments, I have to learn either you're going to take your tools, you're going to grow up, and you're going to go about this the right way, or you're going to go about this the bitter way, right? Do the work, okay? Because me personally, I am no longer in the business of accepting what others give me because they just aren't ready to grow or make a change. Because let's be for real. Let's really be for real. How long are you really supposed to wait for that? How long are you supposed to wait for people to get themselves together to do right by you? Tomorrow is not promised. We don't have time for that. We do not have time for that. I am no longer going to be like, you know what, once he get it together in this area, then that's it. No, because some people don't have the desire to grow. Some people don't have the desire to change. But also some people don't know how to get to change, get to growth, get to help. And it's your job. In a way, yes, it's your job to help them get to that. And if you can't find somebody who can, right? But not only that, you can't keep self-inflicting hurt. I'm not going to keep dealing with people who is hurting me. I know they're hurting me, but I'm not going to be scared, of what happens when I cut them off. And I used to be one of the people like, you know what, I'm cutting you off. I don't care what happened. You be sitting in my room and I'm going to ignore the hell out of you. Used to be one of them, right? But now I'm just at a point where, okay, you're hurting me. I'm aware of that. So I need to disconnect myself because I'm just making myself more sad. Because you don't have to deal with anything you don't want to deal with. You don't. How long are you supposed to wait for somebody to get it together? How long? I am no longer in that business, y'all. This business is closed, foreclosed. I am not accepting what others give me because they just aren't ready to grow or make a change. I don't care how old you are, who you are in my life. If this is not a beneficial two-way street, if it's doing more damage than good, I don't want nothing to do with you. And guess what? If you feel like it's that way for you, for me, by all means, cut me off. It's time out for toxic relationships. It's time out for that. That is not love. Let me be somebody to tell you. If ain't nobody told you, that is not love. Control is not love. Okay? People are out here being emotionally manipulated. I know what that feels like. Stop. Stop. No more for that. You don't have to accept that. You don't. I want to love how I want to be loved. It's kind of like respect. They say all the time, you want respect, you have to give to earn it. I want to love people, the people that I'm closest to, the people I consider family, friends, and potential significant other. I want to love them like I want to be loved from a place of freedom and not hurt and not manipulation, not limitation, not abuse. I want to love freely. If I say I love you, and I mean that. But I want my meaning to be pure. I want it to be pure. You don't have to accept how people love just because that's what they call it. That's what they consider love, right? Because when you really look at how somebody has been brought up, that can be questioned. You don't have to just accept people for who they are because that's just who they are. Okay, you love them, test that love. Test them. Because, like I said earlier, love is a true test of time. Love is not always going to be rainbows, Skittles, and unicorns. It's going to test you. But you also have to be willing to love somebody who is going to grow. they're going to grow and you are going to grow. It's not a one-way street. It's not just about what people are giving you, but it's also about what you are giving them. Okay? You don't have to accept people just loving you how they think they should love you. Cuz sometimes people have not experienced real love. People have not experienced true love. They don't know what that is, right? They have received damaged love, hurt love. Musiq Soulchild got the song Teach Me How to Love, right? He has that song where it's talking about, teach me, show me how to love you. You don't have to accept that because it may not work for you ultimately. It don't work for me. Hurt love with limitation, little abuse sprinkled on it, little manipulation to the side. It don't work for me. Cause let's really think about it. Do you deserve love from a hurt place? Do you deserve love with limitations? Do you deserve love that comes with bitterness? I know one thing that men hate. They hate getting into a relationship with women, and they got to deal with what the last guy did because they ain't had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Yet they are reaping everything, all the hurt from that last guy. All of it. You do not deserve that. You don't deserve it. Nobody does. So I want to push you all to do the work. Do the work for you and the people you love. One of my aunts, my Aunt Aspen, always says, she says it all the time, she doesn't play about who she does life with. She don't play about it. And I don't either. Me personally, I don't either. So I'm willing to do the work on me for the benefit of everybody else. Check your love reach. Check your love reach. Check your love reach. So that same love is reciprocated. It is reciprocated. So let's break this down to the terms of Selah. Pause, reflect, and grow. Pause. Take a moment to evaluate what makes you love, the way you love, and how you love. And really think about the pros and cons. Write you a little T chart down. Pros on the left, cons on the right. Talk about, write about what's the good things about it, what's the bad things about it, and what it stems from. Reflect. Check your love reach. Have you been loving people from a genuine place? Are you fully embracing your ability to love? Are you allowing yourself to be loved? Because some people dwell on hurt and have not taken that step of forgiveness, they don't know just what they missing out on some real people who would never hurt them. Right? And grow. Grow. After you've taken a moment to pause and self-reflect, live in the love that you deserve. And like we talked about last episode, communicate. Make it clear to your loved ones how you want to experience love. It's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Don't ever let nobody make you feel wrong for embracing your value. You deserve love how you want to experience it. Again, I'm not saying be controlling and don't just be ruling people out of your life because of your set standards. Once again, what Musiq say, teach me how to love. Because love is patient. So if you want somebody to learn how to love you properly, you have to be willing to teach them. Communicate. Don't settle for what you think love is because somebody keeps saying that's the way that they love. You don't have to do that. You don't. So that's just my food for thought for this episode. Hopefully I made you think. Hopefully I sparked some conversation. So let's get right into our Black business, Black brand shout outs. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to make this segment, I'm going to name it Plug Talk. I want to give it a different name. Plug Talk, right? Because I'm giving some positive exposure to some great people. So yeah, this segment is about to be called Plug Talk now. So when I say Plug Talk, you know what I'm talking about. So this black brand, this black business, this black entrepreneur, I would like to shout out today, is the boutique 716, a promise kept by God. This boutique is the baby of my god sister Destiny. She is someone who lives and breathes, excuse me, fashion. She really do, y'all. Like, sis could be going to sleep, and she got on silk pajamas. Like, everywhere she goes, everything she does has a look, has a style. She birthed this boutique out of faith and obedience, and it has been thriving ever since. I have been able to see it thrive, and I'm so thankful that it has. And I recently did a photo shoot. Y'all go tune into those pictures because the photographer did his thing. RJ did his thing. And I got all these pictures for all this content. And I can't wait to release it. But I recently did a photo shoot. She was able to style me. So I went straight to her. She knew about it before I even had the money to book the photo shoot. I'm like, I want to do a photo shoot. This is what I want to do. I need help bring this to life. So she was able to style me, and she pushed me out my comfort zone. And you need people like that around you to push you out your comfort zone, okay? Because if you keep playing it safe, things may not happen the way you would like it. So sometimes step out that comfort zone, step out the box. So she was able to do that, and submit to it. I was able to submit to it. I just, you know what? I said, whatever. Whatever she say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm putting my stubbornness aside, and I'm going to just try to step out the box. And she was even able to provide content that day. Okay, so she created an experience for me, and I just felt beautiful, and I felt comfortable enough to enjoy the experience, and I just feel so tense. So she definitely created a positive, fun, free experience for me. So with that being said, she is available for styling. So it doesn't matter if you're a size small or 3X. She got you either way it goes. So y'all please go follow her Instagram at 7 That is SIXTEEN. And visit her website at 7.16.net. Okay, so that is spelled the number 7.SIXTEEN.net. Go shop and book her for a styling session. Excuse me. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Okay, she works with you. If you're not ready to come out that comfort zone, she'll work with you. She'll give you everything that you desire. So y'all, please go tap in with her. Tell her Tay sent you. Okay, go tap in. So that is it, y'all. Don't forget to follow the podcast at Selah_pod on Instagram. That is SELAH_POD. Also, I am on YouTube. All you have to do is type in the Selah podcast, and look for my green logo, and there it is. Okay, I done posted the last 5 episodes, so if you want to listen to those again, go ahead, listen to those again. Like, subscribe, and comment, and hit that post notification so that you know exactly when the next episode drops. Okay, I am also on Pinterest, and I need to go update it, and I'm going to do that right after I finish this. But I'm also on Pinterest, so you can follow me at SelahPod22. It is spelled all together SELAHPOD 22. Like I've said before, I use it as like a blogging kind of sense and post some content from the podcast and even from the photo shoot. I got all these new pictures and I cannot wait to use them. And that is it for today, y'all. Hopefully, I said something to really make you think, okay? Check your love reach. I'm going to say it again. Check your love reach. So that's it, y'all. I can't wait to talk to you all again. Until next time.